Welcome back to Zimri Family, the novel page here on Facebook and on YouTube. Today I wanted to focus on Sarah. Sarah is the wife of Hosea. She's also a mother, and she oversees the whole complex, the Zimri homeland complex. Just a little bit on Sarah when she was, just a little background on her. Sarah was raised by her father Jathniel and her mother Raphaela. Her father Jathniel, he was a oil merchant, and he also taught Tatib and Texotai archery, and that's how Sarah got involved in archery. She always hung around her father when he was teaching. Anytime he would teach in their kingdom, not when she was in their kingdom, but when he was teaching, anytime he had students and he was teaching, she found herself in and around it. Now, the custom was there were no women in his class, so she had to position herself always to be not seen. So she had to be in an area where she can get to watch her father teach, but she did not want to be seen by his students. So she learned the fundamentals at a very early age because she loved it. At times you have some kids that take to certain things the parents do at a very early age, and all of a sudden they run in a different direction from which the father or the mother had taught them. So Sarah was like that. She had taken on the task of learning this to become something that she didn't expect to become. She enjoyed archery. She had gotten so proficient at archery that she no longer wanted the run-of-the-mill bow from the local merchants. She had become on par with the kingdom knights and the kingdom archers, those who had specially made bows specifically for a task. So she, as a young child, she would pester her father, "Oh, father, please get me so-and-so, get me so-and-so." She wanted the particular the bow that she wanted. It was a custom-made bow with a 35 to 40-pound draw. And she became very, very, very good at it, to the point that as a local story goes, it's not official. It's like a folklore. When her father was in a scuffle with some bad guys, it is said that she took her bow and she was able to disable 2 of the bad men that attacked her father along with the group that he was with. But it's never been official, nothing like that, but she knows. So the whole point is Sarah is very good with her bow. Very, very, very good. As you see in a picture, her standing next to her husband Hosea, she's holding the bow, always stating that it's a statement that I am always ready with my husband to protect our family. So that's the point that you're seeing here, and this is a little background on how she got involved with archery. She became very, very good. Another point about Sarah was that when she was born, she was promised. Now, the 2 families, her parents and another parent from the same family group, they were they were close friends of the family, and they had promised, Sarah's parents promised their daughter to their son when they were very young. And that was a custom that took place then at the time that, during that time, when instead of you going out as we do in America, we go out and we date and we date and we date, and to the point that you realize, I can't seem to find a good date. But during this custom, the child was promised to certain sons, or the son was promised to a daughter. That's how it was done then, to dispel any of that type of what do you call it? The word promiscuity. I think that's the right word. You didn't have any of that. You didn't have anyone going around, looking here and there, trying to find the right woman, as we hear in all the songs that we hear today. So Sarah was promised to Mahozio at an early age. So she never really concerned herself with marriage, because she kind of knew my family got that already taken care of. So her whole thing was learning. She loved archery, loved it. And she also loved animals. She loved animals, she loved archery, and she loved being outside. And in many instances, she was outside with no shoes, which was customary because they didn't have broken glass and sharp items at the time, but she wore sandals a lot. So it's giving you an idea that Sarah loved the outdoors. So when you read the story and you realize they live on this huge piece of land, and it backs up against Raychalk Forest, which is mystical within itself. I mean, everything that is completely dangerous comes out of Raychalk Forest. You go in, you may not come out. But she loved it because it gave her an adventure. If a goat or sheep or horse of theirs wandered in the Raychalk Forest, Sarah was like, grab my bow, get me some arrows, I'm going to get the animals. That was her thing, regardless of the pumas, the tigers, or the panthers, or anything that was wild that was in there. And it made her feel more not just necessarily needed, but gave her a position on this particular property, instead of just being home, cooking up meals, taking care of the traveling guests and the villagers that came by. She had a more wide range of things to take care of. Another thing that Sarah had was she had 2 servant girls. You'll pick this up when you see the story. There's nothing that I am giving as far as the story is concerned, but she had 2 servant girls, Millie and Ahsoka, and they were her servants to do the things that she needed done around the house. And it was a lot, because there were times when Mahozio, the chief, he would take care of villagers, and she wanted things done properly. It's like we all have servants in some way, shape, form, or fashion. You have someone that's going to take care of something, but the way we live here in America, it's all different. For example, if you're going to have a big party and you want to throw a party for all your friends, instead of having it at your house, you go to, say, a hotel, and you allow the hotel to set up the whole spread. Well, see, the Zimri family didn't have that, so they turned their home into, say, the hotel, and to be able to receive all the guests for any type of feast. So that was Millie's and Ahsoka's job, was to set the stage, if you will, to make sure that everything was taking place with Sarah overseeing it. And she made sure that everything was tidy, everything was in order. She's very meticulous. She is commanding at times, but there are moments she has her weak points, as some of people do. She does have weak points, but the point is, from the perspective that we're discussing today, she's an excellent archer. She's an excellent warrior, and she's an excellent wife to a warrior husband. She's devoted to her husband. She's devoted to her family. She wants to do whatever is necessary to help and to keep their family safe. So, as the brief title or logline goes, when they're trapped in the middle of the conflict between Zukpajatam and Mahajanapadas, she is at the forefront in helping and being strong for her husband, because that's what her husband needs, a strong wife to be able to stand behind, or to be able to shoulder up with. Someone that will support when things get rough. And she is that person. Let's see, I said she loves the outdoors. She had her custom-made bow, which draws 35 to 40 pounds. This is Sarah Zimri. Sarah Zimri is an idea to realize this is a strong woman. This is someone that should be viewed as pivotal in history. And the story the story, as you start to read it, you'll start to see that she has a specific purpose. And she has a lot of other skills. Which I'll let the book go into detail and give you those other skills. Don't want to give away too much, but I just wanted to give you a little bit to realize that here's a woman that's worthy to be looked at. And in the upcoming movie, she will have a pivotal role, as you'll see. So until next time, next video will come out soon. We'll probably discuss what we'll discuss. I don't know exactly what that would be at this moment, but stay tuned. Thank you very much, and until next time, you all have a great day.